Groovy. So if you're watching this, you've probably seen our unboxing video. If you haven't seen our unboxing video, go back. But to quickly recap, we got this bad boy air freighted into the most isolated city in the world, which is Perth, Australia. And one of the reasons why we did that is they're not due, the container's not due until the end of September. I believe early October now. There's been a delay already. For multiple reasons. We can, because we're, friends of the channel with Spooky, and we get, I've got a good relationship with Mark, our local distributor. Pulled some strings, asked some favors, got it organized. We organized the shipping. We organized, obviously, the cost of all that. There was no special favors done. And, yeah, basically, the only favor was that they didn't put our game into the container. So it got picked up. So, yeah, here we are. I've had about a week to digest it. And it's a lot to take in. From, obviously the most obvious thing is that the game is stunning. We harped on about that. Sorry if there's a bit of road noise. I'm in the garage. The artwork is phenomenal. Franchi's just a very, very unique artist. And not only a unique artist, but just an incredible human being with a big heart, very approachable. But he has a talent that is very rare. And I think the way that he is able to ultimately take images and really get the nostalgic element, make it look kind of like a photograph, make it look as real as possible, and kind of giving that little element of his touch. Sorry if there's a bit of noise, you can hear that or not. So the artwork, and then when that artwork blends in with the color scheme of the plastics and obviously the light show and everything, it just all complements each other and it just slaps. It is just a very, very awesome combination of his expertise and skills along with the light show and the color tone and palette. It is probably one of my favorites in pinball in a very, very long time. And that's not me being a Spooky or Franchi shill. But if it is, whatever. The layouts and shots, really, really approachable. Really, for people that don't play pinball, which I have a few friends that don't but love the theme, they found it really approachable. The code, really approachable. But with the shots, the interesting part is this. It's a very simple layout. It's kind of really relatable. There's nothing intuitive about it. Not trying to be a negative, but Texas Chainsaw has a far more interesting ball path. The ball can do a lot of things. Has four flippers. There's some really cool things happening at the back, and it is probably just a little bit more out there as a layout as opposed to Evil Dead, which is a far more familiar kind of fan layout. Still some cool things happening with obviously the back half of the game, the way the cabin lock is, the Deadites that pop up, and the cabin lock and everything. So by no means is this not a good layout. It's a very it's a simple traditional layout, I guess. But the good thing about that is that it is very approachable. It doesn't matter if you're a novice or a young kid or have been playing this for a long time. The game actually accommodates everybody. So whether you're experienced or not, you can blow it up. You can still have fun with it. It doesn't matter whether you're Carl D'Angelo or whether you're me. So yeah, shots. I really, really dig the groovy little flipper, which is in the slings. It's an interesting one because half the time you forget to use it, and there's a light that does trigger, which means there are shots that you can make off that flipper in a particular mode. It's really satisfying to hit, especially the left orbit with that flipper. So really, really cool. Lower playfield, I'm really a big fan of lower and upper playfields. The more kind of real estate you can give me, the better. It's one of my reasons why I really loved Halloween and Ultraman, because of the three level playfields. This playfield is fast, it's quick. If you're not paying attention, it will get you. It's not floaty by any means. Really immerses you in the whole cabin experience when you're down there. So really, really cool. And again, just the color palette and everything down there is slaps. It is really, really. But look, I'm kind of, for me, I always be careful because I don't want to sound like a shill. But this is, it's an extremely captivating experience. This game has an element of push start again and again and again and again. And for me, I wasn't even that. I'm not even that much of a horror fan. Like I'll watch them because the pop culture and everything. And I actually watched the film again the other week before the game arrived. I hadn't seen it since, probably end of high school, I guess. And I implore everyone to go watch it again, because as a 40-year-old person, you kind of take a different look at the movie now, and you kind of appreciate a lot of things that maybe we didn't understand when I was 16 or something. So, you know, watching it, and especially if you're a fan of the films and you're hearing the call-outs and you're hearing Bruce Campbell, and there are things there that are just, you know, pulling you into the theme integration, which is just phenomenal on this thing. For a fan of Evil Dead, you're just in heaven. You're absolutely in heaven. And that's where, like, even with the code. So the code, there are 4 modes on the left, 4 modes on the right. That's the first film and second film. You know, the modes are there for people that want to blow it up, especially the really good players. But for the novice players and the people that don't really play pinball, it is really approachable. It talks to you. It tells you what you need to do. They're not overly complicated. And if you've got good Linda or bad Linda, which is the scoop, if it's good Linda, it's harder and there's it's easier and there's lower scoring. And if it's bad Linda, it's harder and there's harder scoring. But one thing about the modes is they're really fun and unique, especially when you smack the captive ball and you get the insanity mode, which is mirror mirror, and where all the mechs in the game are going nuts basically, and you have to hit those mechs to silence them. You know, stuff like that. You know, it is approachable, it is familiar, but at the same time it is different and it's unique, and it can kick your butt. The ball does survive a lot longer in this game than it would in, say, King Kong. We won't go there. I'll touch on that in another video. But, you know, very rarely do you get, you know, the outlanes destroying you in this. It's the center post really helps. And, you know, it keeps you in the experience a bit longer. I do like the fact that the modes are kind of user friendly. You know, you may drain a ball and you've still completed the mode because you've hit enough shots. So, like, it is just one of those things where, you know, for the money especially, so when you all know Spooky do really good value for money games. Like, you're talking art blades, shaker motor, upgraded light kit, upgraded speaker kit, light kit, grills, powder coating, art blades, shaker motor, little toys, little details, little molds, color rubbers, color plastics, I think I said. So, you know, there are a lot of things that you get. And you can honestly and genuinely tell that this game is built by people that love pinball, but love the themes that they're making. If you haven't seen, I did a really cool interview with Bug on the channel maybe a week ago by the time you see this. And yeah, it's, you know, really, really obvious that these guys wear their heart on their sleeves and live and breathe pinball and horror. So, which is interesting. Yeah, look, I think one of the things for me is that being a wide body, it doesn't feel like a wide body at all, which is great. It just feels like a normal, you know, a normal game, and with the extra kind of space, I guess, and it doesn't impact the game at all. The double shooter lane's fantastic for when you've got to do your shots in the particular mode, the boomstick, as they call it. But, you know, again, it's a total package of call-outs, artwork, theme integration, modes, you know, in relation to what possibly makes this Spooky's best game. And I think it's why people lined up and sold out straight away. With Texas, in theory, because of the fact that it is a more unique ball path layout, it technically should be the better game, right? But I think maybe that made it more challenging, and probably the theme, this is horror, but it's horror comedy cheesy, whereas Texas is horror gore, real horror. So that may be as well, but I do think there's elements of maybe the dual theme and possibly the type of film, but maybe the fact that people struggled with the layout because it is a little bit more out there. It doesn't, I'm a very novice player and it doesn't kick my ass. It is challenging at first. You dial those in, everything at the back, kind of the scoops and everything are a little bit challenging, but once you've dialed them in, you know they're there. So, yeah, I'm always tell people, play Texas, because Texas Chainsaw Massacre is in my opinion, probably their best overall game. This is a different game altogether, and I think it sits just under Texas, only because of the fact that the playfield is pretty standard on Evil Dead. It's just essentially a really captivating fan layout. And I know most people go, yeah, but most games are fan layout, and that's true. But the fact is that there's no unique ball paths on this like Texas has, or like King Kong has, or like X-Men had, right? So it's probably far more, it's less distracting for people that are playing it, that are just enjoying it and going through the modes and taking the experience in. So that probably makes it more approachable and makes people kind of go, I want this, because every box is pretty straightforward. And as an overall package, it's probably an A. Texas is probably an A+ because of the unique ball paths, and the same thing, you know, beautiful game, theme integration's on point. Ironically, I tell people with Texas, you could have Texas and Looney Tunes next to each other, and a lot of people don't even realize that it's the same layout. So very, very unique game. But, you know, we're here to talk about Evil Dead. We're going to do some gameplay, and I'm just going to make sure, because there were so many things I wanted to cover, I also make sure I didn't miss anything. So theme integration, we spoke about, total immersion, right? Built for the fans. Even if you're not an Evil Dead fan, I reckon, and even Bug said, there's a lot of people that have bought this that probably aren't Evil Dead fans. So yeah, the multi-balls are really cool. We spoke about that. Code and rules, we spoke about that. Artwork, Franchi killed it. And that really complements the theme integration, the color palette, the light show, the colors of the actual plastics and the rubbers, so awesome. The shots, the layout we spoke about, sound and callouts. You know, Bruce Campbell did an amazing job, and there is an abundance of callouts on this game, right? Like ridiculous amount. I don't think Bug couldn't even tell me how many there were. So many. But yeah, I think, you know, some people will call this their best game because of the fan service it's done, and it's because it's ticking every box. So let's take the camera off, and we've done a tour on the other one, but we'll basically play some games and show you how bad we are at pinball. So let's have a look. All right, let's have a game. We'll choose Evil Dead 1. There are 4 modes in Evil Dead 1, so we'll choose that. There is a groovy skill shot, as you can see, that is cycling. The callouts are fantastic. So yeah, we'll try and hit that. It's a hard one to get, actually, so boom, got it. So like most games, we need to hit a couple shots, and then that will light a couple white shots, sorry, I would say, and that will light the mode ramp, which is that one. So we'll nail that one. Hack to bits. So with this one, straight out. Orange targets to hack Shelly. So some of those are the groovy ones.
The groovy targets, assuming 10 seconds.
I know. Go under the ramp. You can backhand that. Try that one again. I ran out of time.
Maybe put it back on the hard call.
And we're out. So that mode there is about the orange, the groovy targets. You got the necklace shots, which just kicked my butt. Let's try again. Oh, just missed.
Next time.
We'll hit that mode shot again. We've changed to the Undying Love. This is a cool one. So you basically got to hit the ramps to chain her up. And then once you do that, you've got to get her underground and then basically tie her up. So now we're going into the cabin. Now we have to go around in the loops, around and around, to basically tie her up, which is not easy to do, to be honest. But keep forgetting to use that flipper. It's pretty late at night. My neighbours probably think someone's getting killed. I've got a really interesting story after this, I'll tell. Let's have a...
Let's cover all the centuries.
Alright, so I don't think I completed that mode, so we'll do that again. And then we'll do it again. I kind of like when it comes in, it hits that and it slows it down. So this is another mode, it won't let us leave.
I heard you in the cellar.
So green shots explore the woods. Very cool. Pop bumpers. Man, I love pop bumpers. Oh, that went out. Straight out. Wasn't even paying attention.
Turns out you kind of suck.
I do suck. I'm not a great player. But I enjoy pinball. That's all that matters. So we're going to do that again. Let's try and get this skill shot. Nah. Oh.
You can't sneak past me, Smiley. Hey now.
Come on. Now the one that's highlighted at the moment is Hacked to Bits. If I'm not mistaken, I'm still trying to learn this, but you hit the captive ball and that does circulate, if I'm not mistaken, the modes. So the... I'm trying.
Hello. 10 seconds left.
Oh, trying that ball.
Smash the necklace shots. Hey.
So look, I got about 80 mil. It's not the best score, but I was just trying to go through and obviously show you guys a little bit of everything. What we'll do now is we'll just quickly start the other mode.
Player 1 enters
Oh, awesome. Done. I got the... Awesome. So we'll start and we'll do Evil Dead 2. So this is 4 different modes. And the game automatically takes you there. It kind of wants you to choose Evil Dead 2 because it knows that you've done Evil Dead 1. So...
You're supposed to hit the flashing shots.
God, I'm playing terrible. I've just been at a weekend shindig about 3 hours away from Perth. It was like a band jam, and you'll see a video about that. And I played pinball for like 3 days straight, and I always get this thing where I get pinball fatigue. And no, it's not me just making an excuse for my crappy pinball, but I'm a heavy guy, and I've got back problems and an ankle issue and a fracture in my coccyx bone, so that doesn't help either. So yeah,
Shotgun ain't gonna
I know. I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
Some people are probably really into this. Will you start them all?
I'm trying. Oh my god. I'm not hitting anything today.
Let's let this
All right,
do the cooking.
let's start this smoke. All right, this is called Hello Lover. If you've seen Evil Dead 2, this is where his
Still feel better
nude
for doing it.
lover comes out of the ground that he'd cut her head off.
I don't think things are gonna work
So
out.
timer started. So with this one, we've got to hit the yellow shots. Oh, come on, Enjoy.
Hurry, Ash.
I know.
Still time.
Oh, what am I doing? And I just drained. That was not a good representation of that mode. Oh god, so funny. Let's try that again. I swear I got it just then, but anyway. Oh, we just switched to Bad Linda, so that turns around. I don't know if you guys saw that. No. Oh, that's actually, it's not a bad shot, but I always tend to, oh.
Get woozy and stop touching that thing. Stop touching it.
All right, come on.
Will you start them all? I feel like
Oh,
shooting something.
oh, switch back to good Linda.
Really?
Oh, honey. it's
Oh,
a little
shoot again. I think I got shoot again. Yes. Chased by Evil. This is a cool mode. So we've got to load both shells. I think you've got to do both at the same time in a particular certain modes, which I'm pretty sure is this one. So let's just cheat that. See how they both, so you got to hit them both, right? Or also reset, not in all the modes, just some of the modes, you've got to do that, right? So,
The blue shots, I dare you.
all right, so now we've got to hit the necromancer, necromancer? Wrong word. Which is the pages. Oh. All right, so this is boomstick multiball, so it loads both.
Let them have it. Partner.
Oh, just drained 2 balls at once. That's what she said.
The blue shots, I dare you.
The action shot is obviously the boomstick. Oh, you saw that how satisfying that groovy flipper is.
Smash those shots.
Now we are under the evil Linda, bad Linda, I should say. So now we're down the bottom as well as I keep missing. Oh no! I was trying to pay attention to downstairs. Oh, no, no. Oh, ball save.
Laughing now. That book,
Haven't.
lamp so we can get on with it.
Yeah, I know.
Let's give him a taste of
Oh,
it.
I wasn't paying.
You bastards.
I was trying to see what was left on the screen and I wasn't paying attention. Right, well that sucked. So, we'll do that again. It is really hard to hit. That's probably the hardest shot of the game.
Dick's hungry.
Is the one on the left, on the right of the spinner.
Hey pal, nobody invited you to this party, so
And to be honest, even the cabin lock is a little bit hard, but you've just done that. That little swing is so cool.
all you gotta do is shoot the ramps, any of them.
Let's go. So this should be evil Ash. So this is where you got to hit shots to then slowly turn him good again. Really cool.
Okay, I'll admit it. This is not good.
Oh, hold on. I want to actually show you guys this ball lock and the.
All right, whack that ball to. Whack that bugger to start multiball.
I'm trying.
Man, I've really let myself go. Never snapped after 6 p.m. Somebody know a good plastic surgeon?
Come on, Enzo. Terrible today. No, coming back. No, I'm really struggling to hit anything. So you're slowly turning good as you hit those shots.
Wet. Whack that bugger to start multiball.
Oh my god. It's just so.
Whack that bugger to start
Ah, got him. All right, so Deadite Frenzy's on. We started that multi-ball.
Those get 'em.
Got to hit them.
Smash the next shot.
All right, where are we at? We're there. Those two Scolari brothers. Wrong game, wrong game. Oh no.
Two of them. Smashed.
Oh well, at least we got multi-ball. Ash is nearly good. I think we've only got a couple seconds left though. This is cool.
Shut it off.
Smash the next shot.
Trying to hit those necklace shots. I'm hitting everything but those necklace shots. There you go. Necklace complete.
Man, I almost lost the first
Mode
one.
complete. Awesome. That was good. Hit that.
Second one.
So I'm nearly at the mirror insanity mode, and for those people that don't know what that is, on the left of the screen there's actually a bar meter with Ash's head on it, and that basically it loads up, right? So we're going to keep smashing that captive ball.
Ramp to start a mode. Come on.
I want to keep hitting that. Actually, we'll see if should we be in a mode maybe. All right, let's load that up. All right, we'll start this other mode. We're at about 100 mil. I mean, that's a good score, even though I've been playing terribly. So, all right,
You probably don't need me to tell
Done.
you this, but it's right behind you. Shoot the blue shots, I dare you.
oh, oh. Yeah, oh, I saved that. I didn't have to grab it.
You got 10 seconds left. Get after it.
Just really wanted to show you guys that insanity mode.
Keep moving.
That, no. All right, so we're nearly at the mirror. Hit that captive. All right, we're nearly there. So, oh, I had ball save anyway. I'm doing a.
Shoot ramps. No, come on.
All right, so basically cellar's open. What do we have here? Single-handed kitchen fight. Now this is cool. So you've got to choose. So you got the left and right button, right? So you got to use the. You're not allowed to use the left flipper. So you use that one, and use the left. I'll just see if I can quickly show you. There it is, and then it will come down. So you just basically have to remember that one's the left and one's the right, but you're not allowed to use the left. So, oh, shoot again.
Hey, you're not dead.
Oh my God. Nah, I'm just like, yeah, no way I was going to achieve that. Although you probably should use the left and right hand, and then, you know, with two hands. Kind of like with the reverse flippers, a lot of people like, you know, switch their hands across, but yeah. It's a shame. I really wanted to show you that insanity mode, so I thought that was really cool. Although, why don't we just quickly cheat the system? We'll do a jolt from flipping out. We've got the glass off. We'll grab the ball, and we'll just hit the. So as you keep hitting that, the insanity meter will keep, right, and that meter will just load up. The spinner sometimes will do it as well. All right, we're hitting that sanity mode. But here we go.
Shoot ramps to start a mode. Come on.
So, oh, actually no, we got one more. Sanity mode, there we go. So sanity mode ready. We hit. Oh my God. We'll drop that in. Now, everything, sanity laughing. Here we go. So every mech now is going crazy. You have to hit those mechs to silence them. Once you've hit them, they stop. Really cool and unique mode. The pop bumpers are going off. So you got a Evil Linda's moving around, the tape recorder's moving, the ramps are silenced. So if we get Linda in their scoop, she'll stop turning. We need to now silence the pop bumpers. Pops are silenced. What's left? Hit the mechs, so we still got the cabin. No, I think, is the cabin always silenced? What's left? The hand is silenced. Shoot the book, which is, oops. Gonna shoot the book.
When evil shows up, it blows up.
Close the book. So that mode is complete. So that shows you that mode. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that mode, and we've been doing 20 minutes. You know, it's good little stream. A little bit of cheating with the saving some balls, but that's what you get when you're not a great player. So much fun, so much fun. Thank you very much, guys. We'll try and live stream this. We've never done a live stream on the game on the channel before with Gonzo, so maybe we'll do a live stream.